Hi guys, we're going to go over a couple of different things today just to review the expectations for these assignments so that in the future you guys don't make the same mistakes that you made on the first draft. We're going to be working with some of these documents over the next 7 weeks, so I just want to make sure you kind of understand some of the comments that I left for you and where to find your feedback so you can look at that moving forward and not make those same mistakes again. Okay, so we're in Canvas right now, and we are going to go ahead and go to modules and scroll down to the positive lit circle analysis assignment that you guys completed a couple weeks ago. By now, if you submitted this assignment, you should have feedback. Okay, so we left everybody feedback, extensive feedback for anyone who submitted this. Prior to this video being made. So just make sure that you look over here and that it says submitted. If not, this is not going to say resubmit, it's going to say submit, and you won't be able to see these submission details. Okay, so if you click on submission details, it's going to take you to your feedback. Now, normally when we leave you feedback, we just leave comments in this comment box over here so it pops up on this side for you. But for this assignment, we gave you some detailed feedback on the actual document. So if you click on that little tab there that says view feedback, it's going to open up a box that looks like this. Well, this is super tiny and kind of hard to read. So if you click on this view full screen mode, it's going to open up to a screen that's a lot easier to see. You can zoom in on your document, you can zoom in on the feedback, so it's a little bit bigger and you can actually read what you wrote and you can read our comments. Okay. So on this document, you'll notice that I highlighted this and then I left a comment over here. Obviously, for my test student, this document is blank, so hopefully yours is nice, filled out, and really detailed. But for my test student, it's just a blank document. So maybe you would see a comment like this, okay? Make sure you review this requirement. This is the most important part of the analysis. And it's highlighted here. So now I'm telling the student to review this part of the passage directions so that when he or she fills this out in the future, these are done correctly, okay? So for most of you, you forgot requirements that are listed in these directions for summary, passage, and question. So I would say for everyone moving forward, you're really gonna wanna make sure you reread these so you're not missing components in there that you'll need for the future. Because for your independent novel, you guys are going to be filling this complete box out once a week for the pages that you read. So I want to make sure that anything you missed on this positive practice, you're not also missing in the future. So that's why I wanted to draw your attention to this, to make sure you go in here and read the detailed feedback that we left you. Okay, so besides that, I wanted to just review how to add something to a Google Drive folder. So either on Tuesday or on Thursday, when you were with your small groups, one of the assignments on that checklist was to go to the class folders and drop your documents into the folder with your name on it. Many of you have not done this yet, so I just want to review quickly how to do this. As you can see, or probably as you have seen so far, if you do not move through this module in order, you will not be able to access these things. So if you have not yet read this reading schedule or watched this reading schedule video, you cannot move on to the documents, the checklist, or the class folders. Okay, so please make sure that you are moving through this in order, otherwise you're gonna get frustrated, and that's why if these are grayed out for you, that's why you can't see them. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and click on this class folders assignment. When I get to this page, it is going to walk you through the directions, okay? So it says click on the class period you are in. So if I'm in first hour, I'm gonna go ahead and click on first hour, and it's gonna take me to a folder that looks like this. These are all the students that are in first hour. Hopefully I find my name somewhere. I'm pretty sure I got everyone in every class, so let me know if you're not listed in there and I'll add a folder for you. So the first thing I need to do is add this folder to my Google Drive so I can access it later from my documents. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this drop-down menu, and I'm going to go down here to where it says Add Shortcut to Drive. This is going to move this folder from the Shared With Me tab to my actual Drive tab. So when I'm in my Drive, I have access to this folder that was shared with me. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. Okay, this is adding the whole first hour folder to your Drive, and then from there, you'll have your individual folder. So now if I am a student in English 2, I would open up wherever I have these documents saved. Okay, so if I go to my Lit Circle discussion sheet, this is where I should have my reading schedule completed. And maybe I've started to work on week number 1 for the literature circle sheet down here. Hopefully I have. Okay, so up here at the top, we're going to click on File, and we are going to click on the button that says Move. We want to move this from the current folder that it's in to that folder we just added to our drive. So when I click to move, it's going to pop up with all of the folders that I have available in my drive to move this to. Okay, so again, if I'm in first hour, in my drive, I find the first hour folder. I'm going to click on the arrow because we don't just want to add it to first hour, we want to add it to our specific folder. Okay, I'm going to scroll down and find my name. Maybe I'm Jake, so I'm going to click on Jake's arrow here, and that's going to take me to this folder. Once I click move here, this document is automatically going to be moved into Jake's folder. So you want to make sure you're finding your own name to make sure that your documents are going into your specific folder and not a classmate's. Okay, so you're going to do that for both your reading schedule and discussion sheet, and you are going to do that for your double entry journal that looks like this. Okay, so you're going to do the same thing. File. Once it pops up here, takes a second to load. File, move. It's going to open up all my folders, and I'm going to move it first hour, and then I would find my name again, Jake, and I'm going to drop it in that folder. Okay, so these are the 2 documents you should have. If you don't know where to find those documents, you're going to go ahead and go to Canvas, and it's called Independent Novel Documents. There's the reading schedule and discussion sheet, and there's the double entry journal. Okay, you might not have access to this yet if you haven't yet watched the video on how to set up your reading schedule. So that's step 1, and then from there, you're going to click on that reading schedule and double entry journal, make copies of them, and add them to the folder. If you guys are still confused and still need help, please let us know. But Mrs. Oland and I will be grading from those folders. So if your documents are not in there, you will not get credit for having them completed this week. So please make sure you do that now if you have not yet done it.